How's it going? Dave from Comic Book Investments. So I'm gonna go through some stuff we got back from CGC this week, and we got a ton of stuff, a lot of good stuff. Not as good as last week. Last week was, I think, $100,000 order. This is like, I think, 80,000. So not as big, but still awesome, good stuff. I love showing you guys this stuff. And again, this is not everything I got in. This is just some of it. I like to cherry pick and kind of show cool things. Everything is on our website, collectorscomics.com. It's all up there. It'll be there first come, first serve. We then send it to eBay over the weekend, so then things usually fly off a little faster. Also, very, very important. This is very, very, very important. If you guys know me and been following me, I have a website called collectorscomics.com, and we are running an auction. This is our biggest auction yet. It's going to be huge. I'm surprised how many of you guys sent out stuff. I'm grateful for everyone that sent out stuff to us to consign. Again, 0% fees, no buyer's premium, no nothing. It's 100% free for you to send us stuff for our next auction, and you get 100% of it. Why do I do that? Because I'm a nice guy. That's why. I'm just trying to build up a relationship with customers. We're the little guys, the little guy on the block for comic book auctions. So I'm just trying to show you that we can do a good job. So the auction has started. We're going to run for 2 weeks. Ends the 16th, I believe, of August. It's already started, so you can go ahead and bid. So that's very important. Just look at, you don't have to buy anything. If you're going to buy something, awesome. If you're going to bid. If not, just at least look at it, collectorscomics.com. I appreciate any feedback, things like that. We're still working on it, trying to make it better as possibly can. All right, that being said, we can get into comics. But before I do, I'm going to do a bit of a little kind of rant. And if you just want to skip ahead because you don't care what I have to say, just you want to look at the comics, it's fine to skip ahead till I start showing comics. I'll just do a little thing. It's kind of been on my mind. I just want to kind of say something. So I did a video, I think it came out earlier today, on the Batgirl cancellation thing. I got so many comments that I got tired of typing literally almost the same thing to every single person. So I'd rather just address it real quick on here. I rewatched the video and I don't think I said anything that outlandish. I think a lot of people are upset because some people, I feel like they want to get mad, and so they pick apart every little word I say and to kind of turn it into their own version, and it's not what I meant at all. One person literally called me a racist, and I'm like, what? Because I thought the girl, Leslie Grace, I didn't think she was qualified. I still don't. I don't think she has enough qualifications. I was joking when I said I had the same as her and I should be cast as Batman. Clearly, if you don't know me, I was joking. Most of the time, the words that come out of my mouth, I'm joking. And here's a very interesting point. I didn't even originally put woke in the title, and I wasn't going to talk about that, but I thought I would try an experiment. Because as a YouTuber, I'm trying to figure out what you guys want and what I actually want to do and things like that. I wasn't going to put that in the title. But last second I did. I put it in the title. And my click-through rate, which is very important for YouTube, was at nearly 25%, which is the highest any video I've ever made has gotten. And so 25%, that's a lot. Most of my videos get about 10% click-through rate, which means that when someone sees a video, what are the chances that are going to click on it? So that means out of 100 people that see the video on their home screen or whatever, only 25 of them have clicked it. Most of my videos get around 10, low ones get around 3. That means out of 100 people, only 3 people click it. And it's very important. That's the highest I ever got. And I was like, wow, just because I put that in the title, that's why people wanted to watch it. And so that was very interesting to see that. To give you an example, that took no time or effort. I literally just read the article beforehand and had no idea what I was going to really talk about, and then went off the cuff. I even said that in the video. But a video I did about 5 days ago, the history of the Comics Code Authority and why comic books got burned. They had comic book burnings in America, like they did in Nazi Germany. Comic book burnings. Literally, I show footage of it, of them doing it. And I spent 2 months on that video, researching, writing scripts. No joke, I was like, I'm gonna go the extra mile on this one. I think it's an important topic. I hired a professional to read my script and kind of reword it so it makes because I'm not the best writer, to make a little more sense and be more engaging, all this kind of stuff. I went the extra mile on this video. It got, I think after 5 days, it's now around 900 views. I think that video that I did on the Batgirl in about 2 hours hit around 900 views. That's the same. So you see how that can be very discouraging as a YouTuber who spends all this time, and then all I have to do is put woke in the title and more people watch it, more people engage with it, more people like view it. Like, yeah, that was very interesting to me. So I wasn't really going to talk about that, but I put it in there to see, and I was like, yep, it works. It's not really something, but to talk about the Leslie Grace, like I don't really care what nationality she is. I just want a good movie. I just feel like they weren't going to make a good movie because they're going the wrong path. Not saying that she's not a great actress or anything like that. Everyone's going to have their fans and everything like that. I don't really care. You want to know what I care about for a female superhero or supervillain or whatever? Can she do a good job at it? And is she hot? That's it. Leslie Grace looks hot to me. Could she do a good job? I don't know her. Never seen her in anything. I just know she doesn't have very much experience. That's about it. But she looks hot to me. That's my only requirements. So, I mean, beyond that, it got canned. Why? We really don't know. I even say in the video, was it because it went woke? I don't know. I literally said that. So people that got all mad, they obviously didn't watch the whole video. And I can see how long people watch for. Well, not each individual person, but I can see generally. Most people is about 50% viewed, so they didn't even see the whole thing. But yeah, so I don't know. People got upset. So this is me addressing them. Oh, one people pick apart was I said a traditional white actor. The reason why I said that is because Barbara Gordon, look at her in the comics. She's a white redhead. She's a traditional white character. And people got all up in arms about that. And I was like, what? Read a comic book. Have you ever read a comic book? Look at her. You can see what she traditionally looks like. So people got all upset. I don't know. I feel like people just want to get upset, so they're just looking for things to get upset at. I don't know. A lot of people still liked it and gave me support too, so thank you for that. Just to the people that got all pissy and angry, well, I don't know. Like, just to let you know, every video I do is not made for every person that subscribes to the channel. I would love it if everyone did, but like that video I put my heart and soul into a couple days ago, it will get less views than this video right now where I just show off comic books. And I put a lot of effort in that, and maybe only like 900 people watched it, but they loved it, the people that watched it, so I'm thankful. But just know that not every video I make is for you. Like, if you don't want to watch something that I literally put in the title, woke, and you're like, I don't even care, just don't click on it. That's all. I mean, you didn't click on my history of the Comics Code Authority. Sorry, rant is over. I know it's going to sound a little complainy, but I just wanted to address all those comments so I don't have to literally go through every single one. I'm hoping those people, if they're still around, will watch this video and see my train of thought. And maybe they'll still get mad at me. I don't know. Maybe they'll like my explanation. Anyways, let's get into a good book. So, as I've been saying, don't really like the modern graders. I have a box of moderns over there. I'm not going to showcase too many moderns, but they weren't very good. There's a couple good ones, though. I will showcase those because let's have a happy day today. All right, so first up we got here is Werewolf by Night 32. Ooh, this was a good one for me. So where is this? Okay. I thought this was going to be an 8.0, and it got a 9.0. Fantastic. I mean, too bad I didn't get this book 6 months ago. It's dropped quite a bit, but 4,429. Basically, when I say those numbers after the grade, that's usually what I think it's worth, or what I have it priced at. Next, we got, this is a good one, Flash 105. For all you don't know, this is the very first of the series. So it starts at 105. Now, why does it start at 105? Why the Barry Allen Flash? Well, because Flash comics went from 1 to 104 in the Golden Age. Then there was no Flash for a while. Then Barry Allen first appeared in Showcase 4. And then he was in Showcase 8. 14 and 18, I think that's how it went. He was in those, and then they decided to give him his own series, and they kind of picked up where the Golden Age left off. I think it was probably like, what year is this? 59. I think the Golden Age one ended early 50s, like 52 or something, so it was many years. All right, I thought it'd be a 6.0, so got 6.5. Happy there. 48.99. Yes. The first time says when they first meet, but you know how I feel about this. It's the first time they battle. I don't care what CGC and the guide says. They're wrong. That's right. I said it and I mean it. I thought it'd be a 4.0, go a 4.5. So happy there. Was this the book? Ah, yes. You know what this was graded before? 3.5. Sometimes things work out. All right. So this will be the title of the video. If I can remember to type it in when I'm uploading this video. So this is a funny story. My girlfriend got mad over this grade right here. So as you can see, X-Men 266. She actually got mad twice. I can't remember the other book she got mad at. So what happened was, this is a funny story. So she comes in, I'm opening the boxes, the CGC boxes, I'm going through them and I'm checking them off, making sure I have every single one that we sent out and looking at the grades. So this is the first time I see the grades. So I see what we thought they were going to be, and then I basically take it out and I go, oh, we got this. So this is the first time I see the grades. So she's sitting there talking to me, and I'm going through, and I open one, and I go, oh, I know what it was. It was a New Mutants, or not Mutants, New Teen Titans #2. And I go, I was like, I gasped. I'm like, I got a 9.8. And she's like, David, what, are you even listening to me? And I'm like, yeah, I'm listening to you. Of course I'm listening to you. I'm just, I'm going through, I was working at the same time as I was listening to her. She's like, you're not listening to me. I'm like, yes, I am. I am. I was just, because I paused for a second. And she's like, okay. And then she continues to talk. I wasn't listening. I had no idea what she was talking about. I can't even remember. And then all of a sudden I go through and I pick up this one. I go, oh my gosh, we got a 9.8 of this X-Men 266. She's like, what? And I'm like, do you know why this is so special? And she's like, what? You're not listening to me. I'm like, it's a newsstand. It's so hard to get a newsstand 9.8, which triples the value of this X-Men 266. And she's like, I knew it. You're not listening to me. And then she gets mad. She leaves. I wasn't really listening. I had no idea what she's talking about. I was excited though. I got this new X-Men 266 9.8 newsstand. So yes, that's why she got mad at me. I thought it was a funny story. But yes, I got this. Happy there. I mean, I thought it was a 9.6 and a 9.8. I thought I was hoping for a 9.8, and we got the 9.8. To give you an example, what this thing, the difference is. So we're putting it up for $28.99. I think one sold for $3,000 and $4,000 before, but I think that was during the hype of the comic boom. But to give you an example, I think a 9.8 non-newsstand is a third the price. So I think it's around $800 or $900 or something like that. So to get the newsstand, very key. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, so all newsstands are worth more. No, they're not. The only time newsstands are worth more is when you have them in a tip-top grade like this, a 9.8. So a 9.6, yeah, you're going to get a little more, but not triple the price. A 9.4 is probably going to be the same price, because what it is people they don't care that much about this. It's just these were actually put on a newsstand, so kids went through them. So it's very much harder to get a high-grade newsstand. I think I saw a graph one time where Spider-Man 300, the newsstand 9.8 versus the non-9.8 was like a 1 to 10 ratio. So for every 10, or it was 1 to 8 ratio, for every 10 or 8 9.8s that were direct, there'd be one newsstand. So huge difference. All right, what do we got here? First, Miles Morales. 9.6? 9.6. By the way, loved Edge of the Spider-Verse, and that should be coming out soon. Interesting thing, I did not know this. I'm doing research for another video that has nothing to do with this channel. It's a secret channel. But, and I don't want to tell you guys because, it's going to take a long time to do. And in the end, I don't want to say this is when it comes out, and I end up, not being able to fulfill those exact dates. What was it? The Edge of Spider-Verse, Penny Parker. I think it was the girl one she was in the suit. That was a spider suit or something like that. That was created by Gerard Way, that character, who is the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, who also created Umbrella Academy. He used to be a comic book person, I think writer or artist, until he saw the Twin Towers fall. Then he says, that's it, I'm doing something different. I'm making a band. And it was one of those stupid stories I always get mad at because I get so jealous, where literally within 3 months, they were signed to a label. And then a year after that, they were signed to a major label. It's like, dude, I've been doing music for ever, 20-something years. And I don't get any of that. I'm jealous, 100%. All right, Spider-Man number 1, Platinum Edition. I thought it came back to grade. I thought $14.99. All right, we got another one that is a newsstand. Spawn number 1 newsstand. This is came back to grade. I thought $8.79. All right, what do we got here? We got a VHS of Men in Black number 1, which I had. We got What If 105. First appearance of Spider-Girl. Personally, I'm not really sure why people like this book, but they do. And I am not the arbiter of truth that determines what people do and do not like. 105. Oh, yeah, this is part of the modern. That's probably why I don't like it now. I thought it'd be a 9.4, came back a 9.0. A 2.29. You see the difference there? Do you guys pick up on what's going on? Anything I send that's like, all these were standards and stuff before that. Send a standard. Think it's 9.8, get a 9.8. Think it's a 9.69, get a 9.8. So even the high grades, not just low grade. Everything I do that's standard comes back the grade I'm hoping, or maybe even better. There's always some that come back a little lower, but for the most part, it's spot on. Modern? Nope. Screw you, David. All right. Iron Man. All right, here's another one. I thought it'd be a 9.8. Came back 9.6. 185. So again, these stupid moderns, they suck. I hate moderns. No, I don't hate moderns. I just hate CGC and their modern graders. Immortal Hulk. Came back to grade, I thought, so that's a 9.8. That's good, finally. 119. I mean, if I sent this standard, it'd probably come back a 9.9. I'm joking. It wouldn't come back a 9.9. I feel like a lot of people don't know when I'm joking and not joking. Most of the time I'm joking, just FYI. All right, this one was actually a good one. I will say that one much. I thought it'd be, this is a very good one. But let me tell you, out of the whole box of moderns, I got like 2 or 3 good ones. The rest were terrible ones. I sent in a bunch of Todd McFarlane Spider-Mans. I thought they're all 9.6 and 9.8s. All came back 9.0s and 9.2s. So thought this would be 9.2 and 9.4. Came back 9.8. So it made a huge difference. This one's up for $17.99. This is, yeah, let's go over here. All right. All right, here's the other one I gasped at where my girlfriend got upset. Because I've been wanting to get a New Mutants. This, I graded a 9.8, came back a 9.8, so $1,099. But I've been wanting to get a 9.8 of this book. I sent in one earlier, like I got back like a month or 2 ago, and it was, I thought it was a 9.8. I got a 9.6, and I looked at it over and over and over and over. I spent so long looking at that. It was that like that 9.7 spot, and I was just like, should I resend this? No. Should I just accept it? And I accepted defeat. Bill from CGC killed me. I accepted his defeat. Bill's the bad one. Bob is the good one. The way I remember that is Bob is B-O. Good has an O in it. Yes. That's how I remember it. So, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a joke with graders. You should watch this channel more. Just actually rewatch all my videos. I have 500 videos, over 500. I think I'm around 600. So rewatch them all. Especially the one I just did on Batgirl. Rewatch it 27 times and get more angry. All right, New Mutants 98. Where are you? I don't know where you are, but I remember what I thought this would come back as. I thought it would come back as a 9.8 to 9.6, and it got a 9.6, so it was okay. I prefer that 9.8. I haven't gotten a 9.8 New Mutants in a long time. All right, what do we got here? Oh, Jumbo Comics. Ooh, this is interesting. So cool cover, you know, Jumbo Comics. But the cool thing about this is not so much what it is. It's not, okay, there it is. So first, I thought it would be an 8.5. Got a 9.2. So happy there. You know, you might look into like, it's all sunshine and rainbows with all this stuff, but look at my monitor box. All the opposite of rainbows. What's an opposite of rainbow? Not good. But yes, what makes this even better? Single highest grade. That's right, single highest grade. If you don't know what that means there's highest grade, which means, say that's a 9.2. There could be 5 9.2s, 20 9.2s, 100 9.2s. For example, this is the highest grade at a 9.8, but there's probably like 20 that are at a 9.8. So not as rare. This one, only one. I have the only one. Now, obviously, it's not a key, but I have the only one that's a 9.2. The next grade is like an 8.5. So I'm beating it by a lot. You know, you want to hear something interesting. Showcase 22, first appearance of Hal Jordan as Green Lantern. First Silver Age Green Lantern. First Green Lantern that everyone loves. Everyone loves the Hal Jordan. That's everyone's favorites. Now, people are going to say, you know, you got, I always call him Alan Ladd. It's Alan Scott and John Stewart and then Kyle Rayner or something like that. And I forget all the other ones now off the top of my head. But anyways, Abin Sur. Anyways, everyone likes Hal Jordan. That's the best one. I had, at one point, the single highest grade of Showcase 22. Single highest. I wish I would have kept that book. That was a good story. Sold it on Comic Link for $54,000. The person that bought it sold it to Greg Reese, who showed it at a convention. He didn't tell me how much he paid for it, but he said over $100,000. He then sold it on Heritage. I want to say $150 or $130. So he made a little money there. But here's the downside to single highest grades. It then resold years later for under $100,000. And I'm like, what the hell happened? This should be going for gangbusters. It got beat. A 9.4 came out of that book, and we had the 9.2. So it got beat. So once you get beat, it gets less desired because it's not the best. So you're no longer you're getting people that want the book and will pay a lot of money for it, but you're no longer getting like, this is the best. Got to have the best. You know, like the Karate Kid, the best around. No one ever is going to take you down. I don't know. If you were born in the 80s, you know that reference. All right. Oh, this is another good one. Hawkman 4, first appearance at Zatanna, who is, in my opinion, one of the hottest superhero females. Just my opinion. But also depends who draws her. Again. To see, a 7.0 I thought it was going to be, but it got an 8.0, so $24.99. So very good there. Man, this is going to be a long video. Sorry, guys. But it's all good stuff. John Stewart. Everyone's second favorite Green Lantern. I'm joking again. Came back to great, I thought, so happy there. $11.99. I actually like John Stewart. I like Hal Jordan the best. I just do. Why? I don't know. I grew up with Hal Jordan. Technically, that's a lot of things that people don't realize. I might be younger, right? And so you would think that my Green Lanterns, my whatever, Spider-Man's, my whatever would be like the 90s, realistically, even early 2000s, because I graduated high school in 2003. So when I was a kid, it was all through the 90s. But the thing is, I grew up with a comic book dealer. So I collected and read old comic books, like Golden Age, Silver, and Bronze. So although I might be younger or same age as some of you, or older, depending on when you are, that's not the generation technically that I was reading in growing up. So that's why I have a very different perspective than most people my age. That's why I get giddy about this one. You know, we got, I think his name is the Eagle, and at least I think it is. And he's punching Hitler in the face. Like that kind of stuff is cool to me. But I grew up around that stuff. Or like EC, Vault of Horror, Tales from the Crypt, crime suspense stories. Love that stuff. But most people my age would never even seen it. So they didn't grow up around it. They never saw it, and they don't really care about it. They have no emotional attachment. I did, though. What is this? Fight Comics. I thought it'd be a 3.0. Got a 3.5. $24.99. So happy there. This one I don't have any emotional connection with, but it is the first one, and it's LB Cole cover. Even though it's number 11, it's actually the first one. Confessions of Love. Now this one breaks my heart. This is a heartbreaker. Even though it's talking about love. No love for this book. I thought it'd be a 7.0. So did my brother. It got a 6.5. And you might be thinking, oh, Dave, what's the big deal? At a 7.0, it would have been single highest grade. Or tied highest grade. Now it is the lowly old second highest grade. And it's tied with another book. Not happy there. I'd rather have the single highest grade. I thought long and hard about sending this book back. I don't know. I might call my brother and we might discuss it, but it's really hard to say. It's on that cusp. Oh well. $34.99. Chilling Tales. Love this book. This is a cool book. I actually have another one of this book that's restored. Was it Matt Fox? Matt Fox. Yep, Matt Fox art. I love it. This is weird, kind of creepy. Thought it'd be a 3.0, got 3.5, $11.99. Flight Comics. This is LB Cole. Yeah, LB Cole. I don't really like it that much, to be honest. I couldn't tell you where it is because it's not on this list. So just know that it probably came back the grade I was hoping. No, actually, no. I think we thought it was a 6.0. It came back a 5.5. This one's cool. We got Blue Beetle in a super high grade. I want to say this is the second highest grade or close to it. Came back the grade, I thought, 2,000. Oh, here's an interesting one. So, it's funny that there wasn't very much information known on this, not even that long ago, like 5-7 years ago. But you're looking at this and you're like, okay, this is the first appearance of, was it Tim Drake as Robin, 457, 7.5. You're like, what's the big deal on that? Not that big of a deal. First, let's get on to, I thought it'd be 8.0, came back 7.5. Okay. And it's up for $11.99. Now, a lot of you people are probably going to go, what? $1,200 for this book? That makes 0 sense. Why is it so much? Oh, you look down here. Oh, newsstand. Well, in 1990, I mean, newsstands were pretty common. It was about maybe 50% direct, 50% newsstand, somewhere around there. Maybe a little more lean towards direct. But like, well, that doesn't make any rare. Oh, well, then you look it up here, right here. It says, New Robin issue. What's so special about that? Well, I will tell you what is special about that. Whenever you see this little New Robin issue, it means it's second printing. That means it did so well, they made another printing. The first printing doesn't have this New Robin issue. It doesn't say that at all. That's only for the second printing. Now you might be asking yourself, okay, aren't second printings kind of common? Yes, they are. So the second printing is not very rare or not very expensive. The first printing is not very expensive. Newsstand isn't. But you put those two together, second printing newsstand, it becomes uber rare. Which is why this is the only one that's worth a lot of money. I mean, a lot, as in $1,200. I think if you have a 9.8 of the normal kind, it's a couple hundred, but not in this. If you had a 9.8 of this, of second print newsstand, probably $5,000 to $10,000. All right. Ooh, this is cool. First appearance of Vicky Vale and the Mad Hatter. Got Joker cover. Missing the bottom corner, but who cares? I thought it'd be a 1.5 to a 1.8. Got a 2.0, so happy there. $2,000. Cool old golden age Joker cover. Very creepy. I think it was Jack Robinson. Or who was the artist? It says Bob Kane, but Bob Kane actually didn't draw. It was actually so if you don't know, Bob Kane created Batman with Bill Finger, which he denied in the beginning, and Bill Finger ended up penniless, and then his family had to sue. And, Bill Finger died, but then they ended up getting the rights because he helped create Batman. But Bob Kane was smart. He was a smart business person. Unlike Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, who just sold the rights to Superman to DC for like next to nothing, and then just got paid a normal artist fee to draw Superman, Bob Kane was like, no, I'll license you Batman. And they took him on it. So Bob Kane always owned the rights. So actually, Bob Kane, you'll always see, I don't have any more. You always see like Bob Kane with a little square and like, oh, he drew it. It actually wasn't. He actually hired out. He would put his name on everything, but it was actually Shelley Moldoff that did pretty much most of the covers. And then he had a couple other people that did the covers. So he actually really didn't do much beyond being smart and licensed as a character. All right, we got the first appearance of Kang, and for all you don't know, Kang the Conqueror will be in the next 2 Avengers movies as the main villain. I'm waiting for Galactus. But the 2 Avenger movies are going to be back-to-back, same year. Thought it'd be 5.5, got a 5.0, so boo-hoo. 17.59. First Black Cat. What is this? Spider-Man 194. Came back the grade I was hoping for. Oh, that rhymed. $1,000. I mean, I am a musician. Spider-Man 33. I remember this was one of my dad's favorite stories. And so when I was a kid, he was like, "Oh, I love this story." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Yeah, it's a great story." So he told me about the story, and I read the story when I was a kid, and I liked it too. It's about digging deep. There's some funny moments where I think it was in this one where he thought like, if he can't make it and make money, Aunt May is going to have to sell pencils. Like on the street corner, she has like a little cup. I think it was Spider-Man 33. He like has a little thought bubble and it shows Aunt May. Like, she's not like Marissa Tomei where she's like hot. She's like, in these comic books, she's like old as dirt, like just 1,000 years old. Looked like the Tales from the Crypt guy. And she's like out there with like a little cup and it has pencils and she's trying to sell pencils for like a penny. I'm like, who does that? Who goes around trying to sell pencils out on the street corner? But anyways, that's what he thought. So he had to dig deep and he had to, I think it was like 2 tons, 1 ton or 2 tons that was on top of him. A building fell on top of him. He dug deep and he pushed himself up and he was able to get out. I can't remember who he was batting. Was it Doc Ock? Oh no, Doc Connors. Anyways, great story about digging deep. I love that stuff. Came back to Great Thought, $14.99. That is why this book is worth more than the other books next to it. There's no first appearances. There's no key appearances or anything like that. It's just because people like the story, they like the cover, and that can help with the book. Now, it's not going to be worth as much as, say, 31, which is the first appearance of Gwen Stacy and Harry Osborn, but nonetheless. All right, we got Daredevil, an early appearance. His first crossover. So Daredevil issue 7, he got the red costume. Issue 6, he had the double D? Or did he always have the double Ds? And then he switched to a single D. Now I don't remember. Needless to say, his boobs are too small if they're only double D. Joke. What are we at? Spider-Man 16. Came back great, I thought. $6.89. And also, if you didn't know, Daredevil is going to be a new series on Disney Plus. Brand new series. I think they're using the same actor, Charlie Cox. We got Spider-Man 15. First appearance of Kraven the Hunter. Obviously, came back better than I thought because it's not a modern. I thought it'd be a 2.5, so $9.49. That is it. I hope you like this stuff. And again, please check out our website. Just look at it. I'd love it if you guys bid. That'd be great. Tell people about it. If you know any other comic enthusiasts out there, let people know. If you have like an Instagram, maybe give it a shout out on a story or something like that, or Facebook, or whatever you use. That would really help me out. It'll be interesting to see how far this thing goes. I mean, we've been working on this for years, but basically, you guys will be able to see firsthand a business be kind of started and move up, and maybe you'll become something big like Heritage or Comic Link or even eBay or something like that down the line. And it'd be interesting to basically see these videos as like a catalog of how a business slowly evolved into a huge giant. Or it can completely fail, and then I will be on the side of the road trying to sell pencils out of a cup. Who's to say? We don't really know. Have a good day.